The Pierce County Target Zero Traffic Safety Task Force recently announced a new pilot program to provide real-time feedback to drivers in an effort to deter unsafe driving. From now through August 1st, 4 smart signs will rotate throughout 8 locations in Pierce County. Steve's in the ARC Lounge this morning with Sergeant David Obermiller and Captain Kevin Gill with the Puyallup Police Department. Steve?
Yeah, nice to have you both come into the ARC Lounge this morning to sort of talk about this pilot program, which is in its first year. I'm curious, why is there a need for this type of program? And we're talking about these smart signs. First, explain what a smart sign is. What is that?
A smart sign is there's an infrared reader that scans a vehicle, and it's looking for different behaviors, such as somebody on the phone, not wearing your seatbelt, speed.
Okay.
And it sends a signal. It's gathering that data. It's all anonymous. It's gathering that data and it's sending it to the sign. So as you're driving down the road, say somebody's on the phone, not wearing their seatbelt, that infrared data is gathered, and then the sign reminds you, put on your seatbelt.
Put down the cell phone.
Don't text and drive.
Yeah.
Watch your speed. It's an education. It's as much as it is a data gathering, it's an education piece, right? Because traffic enforcement is not just about cites and infractions, it's about education and changing behavior. And this is a way that the Traffic Safety Commission and our Pierce County Task Force is looking to reduce the number of serious injury collisions and fatalities.
And we've seen an increase, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Problems gotten worse?
There's been quite an increase in the serious injury and fatality. One of the alarming increases is that we have about 18% more fatalities on our surface streets inside the cities. So it's moving kind of off of the highways and into the cities. King County, Pierce County, and Spokane County, they represent the majority of our active transportation fatalities. And so we're really trying to focus in these areas to reduce the collision numbers and the injury severity.
And how are decisions made about where these go?
It's data-driven.
Okay.
The Washington Traffic Safety Commission has a very robust data analysis division, and we're looking for where this innovative technology can be placed that's going to get the best result in traffic safety.
You talked about how this is anonymous, right?
Yes.
I think there's obviously some concerns when you introduce something like this about privacy, that sort of thing. So what type of data does it collect, and how does it do that to keep it anonymous?
Well, for starters, there's no facial recognition. There's no photographs. There's no license plate reading or storage. It's just reading the vehicle to try to detect those unpreferred activities like speeding, seatbelt, and distracted driving.
Okay.
So the data that it's being gathered is not only anonymous, but it's very specific, very targeted to safety.
And we were very excited about this program because this is an emerging technology that is not like your speed cameras. It's not specifically a camera. It is using infrared technology. Okay. So it's getting an infrared read back to try to identify those different behaviors, because we really don't care who you are. It's the behavior that we're looking for. And we're looking for this different kind of way, instead of going out and doing negative reinforcement with enforcement.
Yeah.
We're trying to give a positive reinforcement of, hey, you're doing this action. It's dangerous, it's real time, it's feedback right to you as you're doing it. It can remind you to do the behavior the preferred way, and it's non-punitive.
And hopefully you see somebody change that behavior right away. I mean, it's a quick acknowledgement that they're, apparently doing something wrong. You can change that behavior quite away. We talked about how, this is in the first year. I don't know if it's too early, but are we already seeing some results in some of these areas where these smart signs are?
So it's a bit too early.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we've got locations all throughout Pierce County, and we're placing them. We're collecting the data from that, and then we're going to go back to those at the end around August or so and do those locations a second time.
Okay.
And see if there was a facilitated change.
And then maybe make some assessments about adding more in the future? Is that kind of the idea? Or?
Not only adding more, but perhaps identifying which areas are the best, the rural areas, the urban areas, the mixed use areas, and just taking this data so that we can go forward and expand it to different areas.
I'm wondering, since we're in the crux of kind of the summer travel season, obviously just ending with 4th of July a few days ago, what message do you have to people as they're out and about during the summer months, you know, sort of based on some of the behaviors that you're seeing?
Well, I think we all want to get where we're going safely, right? We live in the Pacific Northwest. There's numerous activities we can do outdoors. We're always going somewhere. And there's nothing worse than getting a phone call that your loved one's been injured or killed in a collision when they were supposed to be going and enjoying themselves. And we want everybody just to get where they're going safely, responsibly, and have a good time while they do it.
And we recognize that as a society, people want each other to be healthy and happy. And by making these good, positive decisions, by putting your seatbelt on, by slowing down, by not being distracted, by being focused, you have the opportunity to provide that safety for others and yourself. And we just want people to acknowledge that, yeah, you want others to be safe. Be an active participant in that safety.
Certainly is an important message, and I think a good reminder for all of us as we're out and about over the next couple of weeks and months during the summertime. Thank you both for coming in. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, so be safe. I mean, put the distractions away, watch your speed limit, some really simple things that can help save lives out there, Kelly.
It is about making that a habit.
Yes.
You know, not just, oh, when I'm thinking about it, but make that a habit of having the phone out of reach, making sure you're following that. Otherwise, you're going to get a reminder, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Thank you all so much.